Do you remember the Critters movies? I certainly don't. I never saw these when I was younger. The first one was released in 1986, and the fourth one in this box set was released in 1992. Come with me on this journey as we watch the Critters movies for the first time. What am I expecting out of these movies? I'm not really too sure, to be honest. I always kind of was aware of Critters when I was younger, but I was always a Gremlins kid. Critters seems like the Gremlins ripoff, and I've looked into the movie and apparently it's not. That's kind of my expectations going into this lower budget Gremlins ripoff, but I'm open to giving this a chance. And I know Leonardo DiCaprio had one of his major breakout roles in one of these movies, so I'm looking forward to seeing that one too. So, first one up is obviously Critters, 1986, directed by Stephen Herek. Dee Wallace is in here, horror legend. Emmett Walsh is in here as well. Let's put it on and see what we think. So we're literally like in the first 10 minutes. The Critters have escaped a prison asteroid or something is what I've taken from this. They've sent 2 bounty hunters after them because they're heading for Earth. And the bounty hunters are after watching this kind of like synopsis of Earth, which broke into a music video, like a bad 80s rock music video. And the bounty hunters who have kind of no face, the face melted away. One of the bounty hunters is now the singer out of the music video. 80s practical effects. It was awesome. Loved it. So we're 30 minutes in now. Critters have crash landed on Earth. The first critter kill just happened. And I really like that they didn't show you the critters just yet. You need to hold that for later on. That's cool. And I love the edit to where the critters pulls the cop under the car and then cut to Dee Wallace shoving stuff down the garbage disposal. That was really funny, really cool editing there. So the first couple of Critters attacks have happened now. Really cool. I love the practical, the old school practical effects. Just a little fluffy ball shooting out nails. That's pretty cool. Love it. Let's get on with some more. Okay guys, Critters, first one down, just finished it. Really cool. I really enjoyed it. Lots of fun stuff in there. Practical stuff. Love it. Absolutely love it. There was one of the critters, so they kind of turn into this little furry ball, so they spin along the ground to get around. And one of them gets set on fire and it kind of balls itself up and runs and jumps into a toilet, which is a really funny gag. The house kind of built itself back up in reverse at the end there, was really, really cool. Overall, I like this one. First one down. Let's jump into Critters 2. So we're about 20 minutes into Critters 2. This one's directed by Mick Garris, horror legend. So I've heard Critters 2 is better than the first Critters. So I'm hoping that's correct. It looks like most of the main cast has returned a couple of years later. So 1988, so 2 years later. And I like how Critters 2 picked up how Critters 1 ended. So let's keep going and see what I think. Okay, spoilers, guys. The new sheriff just got killed. I like the blood and the gore. It was really good. The bounty hunters have come back to Earth and they kind of have this no face and they kind of take on a human face identity. The guy kind of like, no, don't look at me because you'll look the same as me. So he opens up a Playboy centerfold and the no face bounty hunter has now become a Playboy model. This is just hilarious. And when that bounty hunter became the Playboy model, there was a staple in the magazine, and there's a staple in the middle of the bounty hunter, and she pulls off the giant staple and throws it away. Hilarious. Love it. Really, really good. Okay, so just wrapped up Critters 2. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was far superior to the first film. A lot more horror, a lot more gore. The critters formed a big giant ball that just rolls over people. Love it. Absolutely love it. Really, really good. Really enjoyed that one. 1 and 2 are down. Only 3 and 4 to go now. Up next is the one we've all been waiting for, Critters 3, starring Leonardo DiCaprio in one of his very, very early roles. Let's put it on and see what we think. So they tried to do the thing with Critters 3 where they take the critters out of the grove or whatever the place was called. Let's get them into the city. I get it as a kind of a, you know, let's change up the movies. DiCaprio is in there at the start. We're about 40 minutes in, we're about halfway through. He's being the kind of, you know it all little shit kind of kid. The critters look cool, you know, the shooting out the spikes, all that stuff is still there. That's really cool. This one's just lacking a little bit after 2. 2 was really good, but we're only halfway through, so let's keep going and see what we think. Guys, I did finish Critters 3 last night. I was really tired and I went to bed. So recap on Critters 3. I did like it, not as good as 2. DiCaprio's in there, as I said, plays the little brat. That's interesting. There was a really cool scene where one of the tenants of one of the apartments drops a kind of big bottle of bleach and a critter rolls through it, which I liked because the critter kind of has this melted face and he has a streak of kind of white bleached hair. That was really, really cool. The singing critter was kind of funny with the glass shattering and stuff. Loved it. Loved that as well. No real bounty hunters in this one. The kind of space kind of fields with stuff is kind of gone completely in Critters 3. Here, puppets seem a little bit more elaborate, I think, as from 2 on they can do a little bit more. They're not just the little fuzzy balls, they're still shooting the nails and stuff. Loved it. Really, really loved it. Critters 4 is up next. Let's get that done and I'll give you my thoughts on all 4 Critters movies. Okay guys, that wraps up our Remember the Critters movies. Number 4. They went into space, I guess when there's nothing left to do. You go to space. It was not very good. It was actually terrible. Probably the worst out of them all. Quick ranking after watching the 4 movies. Critters 2 comes in at number 1, definitely. Critters 1 in second place. Critters 3 and then Critters 4. That's the order I would go with. Please jump in the comments, guys. Let me know, have you seen the Critters movies and what did you think? That was my Critters adventure here on the Movie Vault. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Number 1 way to support the channel is to give videos a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell, share the video with people you think may be interested. That's going to do it, guys. Stay safe and I'll talk to you on the next video.